Hello, my name is Rosalie Manning. I'm an independent non-executive director for the Fraser Alexander Mining Services Group. I also work in the area of strategic consulting with a focus on people development and how they align to corporate strategies. My involvement with Girls and Boys Town started as far back as when Joe Arajo was the executive director. And it was about at the time that Girls and Boys Town had started to introduce girl children into the spectrum of care they provided. And it was an important step in terms of us looking at the continuum of care for young people, specifically those at risk. Girls and Boys Town had been in South Africa for quite a long time and started, I think, was with Bishop Osmond. And I think at the beginning, I want to say, why is it important for anyone to get involved with Girls and Boys Town? And your involvement with Girls and Boys Town can be at any number of levels. Yes, to make financial contributions is important, but there's also a contribution you can make in terms of your time, your talents, your effort. Young people need role models and mentors. You can come along and be part of that mentor program. We know that to raise a child really does require a village, and you can become part of the village that is Girls and Boys Town. The children that are placed at Girls and Boys Town have not always had the best start in life. We all know that life is not fair, that often we get handed really bad curveballs. And what Girls and Boys Town does is to try and level out those curveballs for those young people at risk, tries to give them values, give them a sense of belonging, which we all know is important for the formation of any human being, helps them to develop spiritually, emotionally, physically, and also on an intellectual level. The schools that the children attend, courtesy and because of the work and activism of Girls and Boys Town, is what helps to make a difference in the world. I've had occasion to attend some of the old boys functions. Hopefully now there'll be old girls functions as well. And just to listen to the stories of the impact of the work that this organization has made on their lives. A society is judged by how we deal with vulnerable people. And children at risk are a big part of who's vulnerable in our society. Our statistics indicate to us that we have as many as 6 million child-headed households. Now, any society whose children get raised by themselves without role models, without mentors, without guidelines, is inevitably going to give rise to social problems. So I want to encourage you to stick up your hand to say, this is a story I want to be a part of. I want to make a difference. You can make a monetary contribution on a monthly basis. We think about it, we spend 200 Rand on a cup of coffee. Give up a cup of coffee for a couple of months and give it to Girls and Boys Town. You may want to give a Saturday morning to come and just play with young people, tell stories, share who you are, give them a sense of hope, tell them about the opportunities that exist. Most importantly, I also want to ask you to encourage the caregivers and staff of Girls and Boys Town. The work they do is often thankless, is incredibly stressful, and even if you just became a coach or a mentor to one of the staff at Girls and Boys Town and help them to make a difference in the work they do. I've been involved with this organization for a long time. I have done contributions in cash, in kind. I hope to continue to be able to be part of it and also to help the organization to have conversations with other people in the childcare space. There's a need for activism, there's a need for cooperation. And if we're serious about challenging the social development goals and changing the outcomes for young people, then this time is now and is the most crucial conversation and journey you can be a part of.